Hey there everybody, I'm Burak. Welcome to Cathlist. Beer! Beer! It's proof that God loves us and wants us to be happy. I don't know if Ben Franklin actually ever said that, but yes, today we'll be talking about beer. Specifically, the patron saints of beer, because believe it or not, there's more than one. So, stick around. Number 1, young Saint Augustine of Hippo was actually quite the wild boy and drank a significant amount of alcohol during his partying years before his radical conversion to Christianity. Ergo, patron saint of brewers, among other things. Check out episode 33, that's all about him. We've linked it below. Number 2, Saint Nick. Yes, the Santa Claus Saint Nick. According to legend, 3 church scholars were staying at an inn when the innkeeper murdered them for their money. Okay, Saint Nick then resurrected them, thereby making him a protector of travelers and brewers. Not really sure how brewers fit in there, other than the fact that the inns are where people might go to drink, but we'll go with it. Did you know the gospel writer St. Luke was a physician? At the time, beer was actually healthier than water because having been boiled, it was free of the disease-causing pathogens. Because of this and his ability to mix various herbs just as they were mixed for beer, he is honored as a patron saint of brewers. Lambic beer is brewed southwest of Brussels in Belgium, the home of a very mysterious Saint VERONUS. We don't know much about him, but his association with the town and the beer led to him becoming the patron saint of both. Good King Wenceslaus, look down. Popularized by the song that has more to do with legend than actual history, he became the patron saint of Czech brewers because he reportedly had strict punishments for anyone caught exporting Bohemian hops, a very valued commodity, and a great band name. We're the Bohemian hops! This endeared him to the local hops growers, as you would imagine. Saint Brigid of Ireland was known for her spirituality, her generosity, charity, and compassion, and founded Kildare Abbey. She was also known, however, for her love of beer. Fun fact, and a poem attributed to her in Brussels Library begins with, "I should like a great lake of ale for the King of Kings. I should like the family of heaven to be drinking it through time eternal." Saint AMAND, what is it, AMAND? Saint AMAND established many monasteries over France and Belgium, many of which produced beer. Because of his reputation for hospitality, he is honored as the patron saint of beer and wine merchants, wine growing, and beer brewing. Do you grow wine? Pretty sure you grow grapes. If you're keeping score, that's 4 patrons of brewers so far. Hey, the more the merrier. Number 8, in episode 12, I mentioned Saint Arnold of Soissons, France, patron saint of hops pickers and brewers. The beer brewed at his monastery ultimately saved the lives of countless people from the Black Plague, because, as I mentioned in the episode about him that you didn't watch, the beer was sterile, unlike water. He is also credited with improving the beer brewing process using straw cones to filter and further clarify the beer. Saint Benedict, the father of Western monasticism and the founder of the Benedictine order, is considered the patron saint of beer in part because of his standards for life in a monastery. This rule included providing for visitors and travelers, including beer, and eventually many of these monasteries began selling the beer as a way to provide for themselves. Number 10, Saint Boniface of MAINZ, was born in England, but spent most of his life teaching in Bavaria and the surrounding areas, where he eventually founded a number of monasteries. He became a patron saint of Germany and, by extension, the brewers there. And finally for now, Saint Cuthbert, who isn't technically a patron saint of beer yet. However, he may be the best option for a patron saint of maltsters. He grew barley to sustain himself in his older years and invoked the name of God to disperse the birds who tried to eat his crop. And that's all the time we have for now, folks. Thank you so much for watching this episode of Cathlist. I'm Burak. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel and click the little bell if you'd like to be alerted to new episodes. So, as we close the episode on beer, I would like to say cheers, sláinte, L'chaim.
Are you ready?
We're rolling.
Oh yes, are you ready?
Come back. Lambic beer is elfish.